Alright guys, happy St. Patrick's Day. We're back here in the Simply Smoked driveway. Gonna be doing a hot and fast cook. We've got our charcoal chimney. It just got delivered a couple days ago. Gonna get a basket full of charcoals lit. Today we're gonna be doing chicken a couple different ways. We've got chicken thighs that I've been marinating in a seasoning that I will put down in the comments, and we're also going to do some chicken breast, just a simple salt, pepper, garlic on those so we can use them throughout the week in different lunches and dinners. Might be thinking to yourself, it's been a long time since I've posted a video. Why is it snowing? You were just in a cutoff and shorts a week ago when this got delivered, and best I can tell you is that is the beauty of Ohio weather. 76 and sunny 1 week ago, 24 and snowing today. But that's not going to stop us from getting our Fuego trio fired up for some St. Patrick's Taco Tuesday chicken tacos. So we'll get this fired up, and we will be back once this charcoal's rolling and get our chicken on. Alright guys, we're inside Simply Smoked kitchen. Gonna open up our chicken breast, and we are gonna get that butterflied and seasoned. Again, just gonna do a simple salt, pepper, garlic. I like to do stuff like this as a sort of meal prep. Helps with other recipes throughout the week. Where we can just chop it up, throw it in a pan, add other seasonings if the meal calls for it, and go. And just makes life a whole lot easier having 3 little kids around doing stuff like this, getting other meals prepped, so to speak, really helps throughout the week. As I said, we also got some chicken thighs that we're going to be cooking as well. Those are got off to the side here in a little bag sitting in their marinade after we get this chicken chopped, butterflied, which, to be honest, I think most of these breasts are already pretty thin, so you might not worry too much about butterflying all of these. Maybe just this one. In fact, yeah. Honestly, I think I'm going to skip butterflying these because they're all pretty well at the same thickness. They're not too thick. So we'll just go ahead and get these seasoned. And then we'll get our chicken thighs out, get those trimmed and ready to go on the grill. So check back in just a minute, and we'll be dumping our coals in our fire pot, in our fire pit, and getting these chicken breasts on. Alright guys, so we're just going to get these seasoned up quick. Our salt, pepper, and garlic. We got our Kinders, the blend. This is one of my favorites. Like how it uses the chunkier garlic, a little bit thicker on the pepper, thicker grind on the pepper, coarser grind on the pepper, however you want to put it. Of course, we're using our Drippies tub to make less of a mess on our countertop. And that way we can also kind of roll these chickens around in our all of the stuff that falls off. These a quick little pat. Get them flipped. Be afraid to be generous with your seasoning. So these Drippy's baskets make it easy to just catch all that loose seasoning that didn't make it on the chicken without making a huge mess on your countertops. Alright, I think we pretty much got everything rolled up there. And we will throw the cover on these, get our chicken thighs out of the marinade, and get them trimmed up. Alright, so we're going to start pulling our chicken thighs out. These have been soaking in their marinade all day. I said earlier I'm going to link down in the description the marinade recipe. We're just going to trim off any weird looking parts here, just to this fat, or you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on what that actually is down in the comments. But I don't really think they taste that great. They end up pretty chewy in my eyes. Maybe you guys like them, but when our kids see them on food, they usually just want to throw their whole plate away. So we're going to get some of that stuff trimmed off, just so we don't have any fuss. And don't gotta go too crazy with it, because obviously we're gonna have some toppings, and we might cover up a bit of the other yucky parts, as they say. I'm obviously going here with the boneless, skinless variety of chicken thighs. Nothing against bone in and skin on, but this just makes preparation for kids eating tacos a little bit faster. I think just about got all of our thighs out here. Some of these are on the small side. But that's okay, because so are my kids. Alright, yep, that was our last one. We just got a couple little tiny pieces floating around in there. So these are prepped, ready to go, and as soon as that charcoal chimney is done heating up our coals, we'll get those dumped in the Fuego, and I'll let the grates warm up a little bit, and then we'll be off to the races. See you soon. Alright guys, our charcoal is looking beautiful. We're going to go ahead and get that dumped into the charcoal bin. I don't know what you really want to call it on these, but we're going to raise this up. Get our coals dumped. Oh yeah, those are looking nice. Set this off to the side so we don't catch on fire. I'm going to rake them around just a little bit. And just for fun, throw in a couple chunks of wood, because why not? I haven't done it yet. It's got some little Oklahoma Joe's pieces left over from my big green egg. Close our door, pull our vents open, and so I don't burn my fingers, close this down a bit. Throw our green egg on, let that get heated up. And we'll give that a couple minutes because, like I said, it's about 24 degrees out here today. So those grates are probably going to be pretty icy. But we'll be back soon, getting our chicken on. And before you know it, we'll have some tacos. Alright guys, it might be hard to tell from our camera, but I do have a theme of every time I come back outside there is either a downpour of snow or sunshine. Right now we're dealing with the downpour of snow, but our grates should be nice and hot. We're going to go ahead and get our chicken on. I'm going to start with our chicken breast. Put that down there. Lay these right across the back, and I'll tell you what, this is one of the things I've been most excited to do since we got this grill, is to get some live fire cooking. I'm going to lower these down because those logs are nice and hot, and I don't want to burn this chicken. Let's get our chicken breasts on there, or chicken thighs on there rather. Probably should have brought some gloves out for this. There's nothing like the sound of the sizzle of some hot charcoal. Alright guys, we're going to let these things rip on here for a few minutes. I turn them a couple times, and I think we'll be good to go. This grill is nice and hot, so I don't think it's going to take too long. Hopefully not, because I'll tell you what, it is cold and miserable and snowing. And next week it'll probably be hot, so I'll check back soon. Alright guys, we're checking back in a few minutes. Give these chickens a turn. Put our grates back up. A little sticky on some of these. It's okay, I think we'll give these a nice spray down with some Pam after this cook to help build up that seasoning. I'll make them just a little less sticky. See some of this chicken. Already got some beautiful color. Take a look at that. That's the thing I missed about cooking over coals, cooking over fire, is that beautiful charred taste. Guys, we'll let this side go for a couple minutes. Might drop her back down just one, and we'll check back in soon. Alright guys, and back in fashion. We got some more snow. We've got our chicken, some beautiful color on the grill, ready to come off, and boy am I excited. It smells so good. Gonna get this in. I'm gonna get the chicken thighs chopped up and actually back into the marinade with a little cornstarch. That way it'll help that marinade stick to the chicken for a little extra boost of flavor. And we'll get them in some shell. Alright guys, we're back in the Simply Smoked kitchen. Mixing our chopped up chicken thighs into the marinade. Mentioned I had added a little bit of cornstarch to thicken it up. That way it sticks to that chicken good, gives us some extra flavor. And we're going to get these plated up on some shells with a little cheese and sour cream and dig in. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already done so, like and subscribe. And catch us back in the next video where we'll be breaking in our La Plancha griddle with some smash burgers. Stay smoky, guys.